downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast.
But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the first snap, here's Mayfield. This ball complete to Durham.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Second down and 4. Back to throw. Harris. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And throw incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
In it to win it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes third down and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Tucker. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dive all the way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
44-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. With a 4th down coming up. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here is 3rd and 5. Pickett now from the gun here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And into inside the red zone. We're going up the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Throwing, Trask. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, here's Pickett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Pickett. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Boykin, 72 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they've been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Tucker, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Trask. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. It brings up 3rd down. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know After the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Guys, what are you doing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Montrevious Adams never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot.
We've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
On the return is Olszewski. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Off play action. Pickett. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. On the give, it's Warren. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this 1st half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Setting to throw. Here's Trask. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On third down, Tucker. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
Trask now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Trask. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Pickett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they're going to go with the option. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Pickett sets up play action. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, It's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A handoff for Warren. A solid stiff arm. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Running left, it's Warren. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they go play action. Here's Trask. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Trask throw taken in by Palmer. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On 2nd down now, it's Tucker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Trask. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
From the gun, Trask. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Trask on first down. Open man, it's Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down and 6 now. Off the play fake, Trask. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Trask to throw it. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get him back with a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we see right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing the 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead running. Here's McFarland. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Pickett going to bootleg it. It's complete to Robinson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Washington's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Herbig coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. On 1st down, McFarland fights off the defender. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation, probably. They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way. And not in any rush offensively. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead. Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Trask. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, Tucker. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Trask. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Quan Alexander, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Trask down to his final gasp here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Pickett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he finds Austin complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before.
There he goes, right side. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That good for 22 and a first down. Now a run with Warren. Wiggles free. And he's taken down inside the 30. 93 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well,
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
A 2-yard pickup brings up.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.